Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Savannah Chrisley loses it, goes ham over one comment. Savannah Chrisley is not someone who will take things quietly. She is often so confrontational that many believe she made things worse for her mother when it comes to her prison sentence by refusing to stop making claims on her podcast during the trial and appeals. Now Savannah is making more strange claims on her social media as she attacks fans. Here is what Savannah said most recently that has many fans shaking their heads. Savannah Chrisley lashes out at fan on social media. Savannah Chrisley is always someone who will speak her mind. However, she is also someone who will lose it when other people do the same thing. Recently, a fan responded on a Savannah social media post with what sounded like an offhanded mocking comment. Savannah was not amused. The social media post was a video of Savannah playing golf. She posted the comment, "Ladies, take up Joel, tag your fab golfer. Someone give me lessons." It seemed to be a pretty innocent post, but there was one comment that sent Savannah over the edge. That last line was what really got fans going. While fans on Savannah's page came to her defense, talking about how hard she has it as a single parent, other people on social media had a different outlook on the very inaccurate statement. Savannah Chrisley is not a single parent. Chloe is the adopted daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley. She is Savannah's niece. Chloe's father is Kyle, Todd and Julie's estranged son, and his former partner Angela Johnson. With Todd and Julie spending time in prison for tax fraud, Savannah has taken up the slack of helping raise Chloe, who is now 12. This led to many people coming out to blast Savannah for calling herself a single parent. They also had a lot to say about her quality as the person who is claiming to raise Chloe on her own. Savannah Chrisley is no stranger to speaking her mind. The sharp-tongued, fiercely loyal daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley has faced family prison time, public scrutiny, and internet trolls with her head held high and a hair flip that could send any critic packing. But even the most graceful Southern belle has her breaking point. And this week, Savannah hit hers in a way that made headlines, hashtags, and probably a few group chats light up in disbelief. It all started with what seemed like a harmless post. Savannah had just uploaded a radiant photo of herself to Instagram. Her golden blonde hair in soft curls, lips painted in classic peach gloss, and a caption that read, "Smiling through the chaos. God's got this." The post, liked by thousands within minutes, seemed to be a nod to her ongoing battle juggling life, family, her siblings, and her podcast. But buried deep in the comments, amidst the heart emojis and Bible verse encouragements, came the comment. One user, who clearly had no idea what was coming their way, typed, "Maybe if you spent less time posing and more time parenting your siblings, things wouldn't be so chaotic." Woo! The comment didn't just touch a nerve. It grabbed it, yanked it, and threw it into the front yard like an old Christmas tree in January. Within an hour, Savannah had gone full throttle Southern sass meets holy fire. And she wasn't just clapping back, she was preaching. She took to her Instagram stories with the kind of fiery monologue that fans live for and trolls dread. "I don't know who needs to hear this," she began, voice steady but eyes blazing. "But parenting your siblings when your parents are in federal prison is not exactly something you plan for, sweetheart." She continued, "You think I want to juggle a podcast, take Grayson to school, attend Chloe's dance recitals, and go toe-to-toe with tabloid media that's obsessed with my every move. Trust me, the last thing on my to-do list was dealing with keyboard parents who think they know my life better than I do." But she didn't stop there. Savannah pulled up screenshots. She went full FBI mode. "Y'all want receipts? Let's go. Chloe's grades? Straight A's. Grayson's been playing sports and working on a business plan. Meanwhile, I'm over here losing sleep and missing events just to make sure those two are smiling." The Southern drawl grew stronger the angrier she got, like a hurricane brewing over the Georgia coast. "So don't you dare tell me I'm not parenting. I may not be perfect, but I'm showing up every single day, and I'm doing it without a playbook. Fans flooded to her defense. Hashtag Savannah Strong trended on X, formerly Twitter, with users reposting clips of her stories and calling her a warrior in stilettos. One fan tweeted, "Savannah Chrisley is raising those kids and dragging trolls at the same time. Queen behavior." Even a few celebrities chimed in. Kristen Cavallari dropped a subtle on the original post, and longtime Chrisley friend and stylist Emily Jimison wrote, "You're doing the work of 3 people. Don't let the hatters dim your light." Still, Savannah didn't just leave it at a spicy clapback. The next day, she dedicated an entire episode of her podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, to the comment. The title? "Dear Troll, try parenting with prison bars in your rear view." For nearly an hour, Savannah opened up in raw detail about the weight of her new role, the grief she still carries watching her parents behind bars, and the impossible balancing act she lives out daily. "I miss my mom's Sunday dinners," she said quietly at one point. "I miss Dad walking into a room like he owns the world. But more than anything, I miss being the daughter, not the substitute mom." It wasn't just an emotional purge. It was a mic drop wrapped in vulnerability. She cried, she laughed. And by the end, she offered a prayer, not just for herself, but for the troll too. "God bless the person who left that comment," she said. "Because maybe they're hurting too. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stay quiet when someone disrespects the life I'm fighting to keep together." By the time the episode ended, her following had grown by another 25,000. But here's the kicker. Savannah's rage wasn't just reactive. She turned it into power. Later that week, she launched a new initiative called Unexpected Guardians, a support platform for young adults forced into parenting roles due to incarceration, addiction, or death in the family. "People don't talk about what it's like to go from sister to mom overnight," she said in the launch video. "So we're going to start the conversation." Loudly. Suddenly, one cruel comment became the spark for a movement. What was meant to cut her down only added fuel to her fire. As for the original commenter, their comment has since been deleted. But in true Savannah fashion, she addressed that too. "Of course they ran," she said in another story. "But I'm still standing, in heels, with grace, and with a whole lot of Southern fire." So what did we learn from Savannah Chrisley going ham over one comment? Don't mess with a woman who's carrying the weight of the world in one hand and still managing to hold grace in the other. Because when Savannah loses it, she doesn't just throw a tantrum. She builds a platform, starts a conversation, and reminds everyone that behind the glam, behind the grit, is a girl just doing her best to keep her family together. And if you're lucky, she'll let you watch. If you're not, well, you might just end up on the next episode of her podcast.